Maswatwego, Giaso Goenkise, Gahaga, Nyagway, Shelta, Haudenosaunee. What I said in my Mohawk language is greetings of peace to you. And my nation is Mohawk of the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, Bear Clan, and my real name is Goenkise, which means she's visiting. I too am here to represent the Native Women's Association of Canada. And the women that we represent have a statement. And it's about the respect of Aboriginal women in this country. Prior to the residential school system, prior to colonization, the women in our communities were very well respected and honored for the role that they have in our communities as being the life givers, of being the caretakers of the spirit that we bring into this mother, our earth. We've been given those responsibilities to look after our children and to bring that spirit into this physical world. Residential school caused so much harm to that respect and to that honor. There were ceremonies. There were ceremonies for young men and for young women that were taken away for generations in residential school. And now we have our language still, we have our ceremonies, we have our elders, and we have to revitalize those ceremonies and the respect for our people. Not only within the Canadian society, but even within our own people. And I want to say that I come here speaking from my heart because 2 generations ago, my grandmother, being a Mohawk woman, was beaten, sexually beaten and physically beaten for being a Mohawk woman. And so she didn't pass that on. She didn't pass it on to my mother and her siblings. And so that matriarchal system that we have was directly affected. And luckily, I was raised in a community where it has been revitalized by all of our mothers. And I want to say that as mothers, we teach our boys and our girls, our men and our women equally. And so that's what I'm here to say, that although this is maybe a Native Women's Association, we also represent men and women because that's our responsibility. It's not just about women's issues. It's about making sure that we have strong nations again. That's what I'm here to say. And I know that we've given thanks to you for your apology. And that I have to also give you credit for standing up. I didn't see any other governments before today to come forward and apologize. So I do thank you for that. Women's Association wants respect. Just one last thing to all of the leaders of the Liberals, the Bloc, and NDP. Thank you as well for your words, because now it is about our responsibilities today, the decisions that we make today and how it affects 7 generations from now. So the decisions that we make today, my ancestors did the same 7 generations ago. And they've tried hard to fight against you. Because they knew what was happening and they knew what was coming. But we've had so much impact of colonization, and that's what we're dealing with today. And women have taken the brunt of it all. And so thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to be here at this moment in time to talk about those realities that we are dealing with today. So what is it that this government is going to do in the future to help our people? Because we're dealing with major human rights violations that have occurred to many generations. My language, my culture, my spirituality, I know that I want to transfer that to my children and my grandchildren and their children and so on. So what is going to be provided? That's my question. And I know that's the question of all of us. So that's what we would like to continue in partnership to work on. Yeah, thank you.